On the morning of June 14, 2025, the bustling Seattle-Tacoma International Airport was alive with the usual energy of travelers coming and going, planes arriving and departing, and airport staff moving with purpose. Among the many flights scheduled that day, Alaska Airlines Flight 2123 was preparing for its short journey to Walla Walla, Washington. The aircraft gleamed under the overcast sky as ground crews loaded luggage and passengers began to board. Inside the cabin, 68 passengers and 4 crew members were settling into their seats, stowing their bags, and listening to the familiar pre-flight announcements. The atmosphere was routine, with travelers chatting quietly and flight attendants moving down the aisles, offering assistance and ensuring everyone was comfortable. Suddenly, the calm was shattered when a passenger made a direct and alarming threat to a flight attendant. The crew, highly trained for emergencies, immediately recognized the gravity of the situation and discreetly alerted the pilots in the cockpit. Without hesitation, the pilots aborted the takeoff sequence and taxied the plane away from the busy terminal to a remote stand, isolating the aircraft from other planes and passengers for safety. Inside the cabin, the mood shifted instantly. Tension and uncertainty replaced the usual pre-flight routine. Passengers looked to the crew for guidance, and the flight attendants responded with calm, clear instructions, reassuring everyone and maintaining order. The crew's top priority was to keep everyone safe and prevent panic. As the plane sat isolated, law enforcement and airport security quickly mobilized, waiting just outside, ready to respond. Thanks to the crew's professionalism and quick thinking, chaos was avoided. Their actions ensured that the situation remained under control, setting the stage for a coordinated emergency response. News of the incident spread rapidly, drawing national attention and raising questions about airline safety. The event highlighted the strict protocols and rapid response procedures that are in place to protect passengers and crew in the face of potential threats. The events aboard Flight 2123 served as a powerful reminder of why robust security measures and well-trained crews are essential in modern air travel, ensuring that even in moments of crisis, safety remains the top priority. When a potential threat is reported on an aircraft, a highly coordinated and precise security protocol is immediately triggered. This protocol is the result of years of planning, training, and collaboration between multiple agencies, all working together to ensure the safety of passengers, crew, and airport staff. Every second counts, and each action is carefully choreographed to minimize confusion and maximize effectiveness. The response involves not just the airline staff, but also airport police, federal agencies, and specialized emergency teams. Each group has a clearly defined role, and communication between them is constant and critical. The process begins with the flight crew's immediate report, which activates the airport's emergency response system. Pilots and flight attendants are trained to remain calm and provide detailed information, ensuring that responders have the facts they need. Port of Seattle Police, for example, rushed to the isolated aircraft, quickly establishing a secure perimeter around the plane. This prevents unauthorized access and keeps the situation contained. The response follows a detailed playbook, with step-by-step procedures that ensure seamless coordination between the flight crew, law enforcement, and emergency responders. Regular drills and training sessions help keep everyone prepared for real-life scenarios. Moving the plane to a remote pad, away from the main terminal and other aircraft, is a crucial step. This separation minimizes the risk to the airport's core operations and to the general public, allowing responders to focus on the threat without additional complications. Specialized teams, such as bomb disposal units and hazardous materials experts, are then able to safely assess the situation. Their expertise is vital in determining the nature of the threat and the appropriate response. At the same time, federal agencies like the FBI, TSA, and FAA are notified and begin coordinating their efforts. These agencies bring additional resources, intelligence, and authority to the response. The FAA takes charge of managing airspace and ground movements, ensuring that other flights are rerouted or delayed as necessary to maintain safety and order. Meanwhile, the TSA provides specialized security expertise, reviewing procedures and supporting the investigation to prevent further threats. This multi-agency approach ensures that every aspect of the threat is addressed without gaps or overlaps. Collaboration and information sharing are key to a successful outcome. The entire system is designed to contain danger swiftly and efficiently, always prioritizing the safety of everyone involved over convenience or routine operations. Through constant vigilance and teamwork, Airports are prepared to respond to any emergency, no matter how unexpected. The security alert triggered a ground stop at Seattle-Tacoma International, halting all flights. Air traffic control paused departures and arrivals, clearing the airfield for emergency responders. 2 of 3 runways were closed, leaving the airport operating at minimal capacity. This bottleneck caused immediate delays and a backlog that rippled through the national air system. Seattle-Tacoma's role as a major hub meant disruptions spread to flights and passengers nationwide. Delays, missed connections, and reroutes affected thousands, even those far from Seattle. Normal operations resumed only after law enforcement cleared the scene and runways were inspected. Recovery was gradual, as controllers and airlines worked to clear the backlog. The incident showed how a single threat can disrupt the delicate machinery of a major airport. For the 68 passengers on Flight 2123, confusion quickly turned to concern. After isolation, law enforcement supervised a deplaning onto the tarmac, not a terminal. Each passenger and crew member underwent secondary screening, including inspection by bomb-sniffing K-9 units. All baggage and the aircraft itself were thoroughly searched. No suspicious items were found, providing the first relief to those involved. Passengers were then bussed back to the terminal, but their travel plans were upended. Alaska Airlines canceled the original flight and began rebooking travelers. The ordeal was a stark reminder of the personal impact of security threats. Even non-credible threats can cause significant stress and disruption for innocent travelers. The day's events left passengers processing both relief and frustration. Port of Seattle police executed a swift, controlled response. Officers established a perimeter and safely removed the suspect from the aircraft without incident. With the suspect in custody, specialized teams conducted a meticulous search of the plane and baggage. The search confirmed there was no explosive device, confining the threat to the spoken words. The seamless coordination between crew, police, and federal partners was the result of extensive training. Once the aircraft was cleared, the focus shifted to investigation, gathering evidence and statements. The secured plane became a crime scene for law enforcement. Interviews with crew and passengers began to piece together the incident. This investigative work is crucial for legal proceedings and understanding the threat's nature. The suspect was quickly identified and arrested on the aircraft, with no injuries reported. This allowed authorities to de-escalate and begin a full investigation into the threat. The Port of Seattle Police and FBI launched a joint inquiry, standard for aviation threats. Investigators focused on the suspect's intent, background, and the exact words used. The case remains under review, with potential charges ranging from public disturbance to serious federal felonies. The outcome will reinforce the legal consequences for compromising air travel safety. Official statements revealed the incident was triggered by a flippant bomb remark from a passenger. What may have seemed like a joke or an offhand comment quickly escalated into a serious situation, as airline staff and authorities are trained to treat every potential threat with the utmost gravity. In the world of modern air travel, there is simply no room for ambiguity when it comes to safety. In today's aviation environment, any mention of a bomb is treated as a credible threat, regardless of the context or the intent behind the words. Security protocols are designed to err on the side of caution, ensuring that every passenger and crew member is protected from even the slightest possibility of danger. Alaska Airlines confirmed the threat was made directly to a flight attendant, prompting immediate action. The crew responded swiftly, following established procedures to alert authorities and secure the safety of everyone on board. Their training and professionalism were put to the test in a high-pressure moment. Flight crews are trained to take all threats seriously and act to protect lives. They undergo rigorous emergency preparedness drills, learning how to remain calm and decisive in the face of uncertainty. Their primary responsibility is always the safety and well-being of passengers and fellow crew members. The comprehensive search found no bomb or weapons, confirming the threat was not credible. Bomb-sniffing dogs and specialized teams combed through luggage and the aircraft itself, leaving no stone unturned. Only after a thorough investigation was the situation declared safe. Still, the event underscored the severe consequences of reckless comments in secure environments. Even a single careless word can trigger a chain reaction, leading to delays, evacuations, and heightened anxiety among travelers and staff alike. All threats are investigated fully, regardless of intent. Law enforcement interviews witnesses, reviews security footage, and follows every lead to ensure nothing is overlooked. The process is exhaustive, but necessary to maintain trust in the system. Aviation security protocols respond to the threat itself, not the perceived intent. This means that even jokes or sarcastic remarks are treated with the same seriousness as genuine threats, because the risk of ignoring a real danger is simply too great. The disruption at SeaTac was the result of one person's poor judgment. What began as a single comment rippled outward, affecting flight schedules, airport operations, and the travel plans of countless people. The safety of thousands can be jeopardized by a single careless remark. In the end, the incident serves as a powerful reminder: in aviation, words matter, and the consequences of not taking them seriously can be far-reaching for everyone involved. The security scare at SeaTac led to at least 6 flight cancellations and 2 diversions. Hundreds of passengers had to alter their travel plans due to these immediate consequences. About 400 flights experienced delays, illustrating the scale of the disruption. The ground stop and runway closures created a massive logistical challenge for airlines and controllers. Passengers faced extended wait times, missed connections, and frustration throughout the terminal. For those on Flight 2123, the ordeal included evacuation, screening, and rebooking. The financial cost to airlines and the airport was substantial, from fuel to compensation. While safety is paramount, such incidents carry a heavy economic toll. Even non-credible threats can result in millions in disruption within hours. The incident at SeaTac was a real-world test of aviation safety systems. The successful, injury-free resolution proved the effectiveness of established protocols. Alaska Airlines and the Port of Seattle reaffirmed their commitment to safety in public statements. These assurances help maintain traveler confidence in air travel. Every security event is reviewed to improve future responses and training. Continuous improvement keeps aviation security resilient against evolving threats. The story of Flight 2123 is a reminder that threats are met with utmost seriousness. Safety will always take precedence over convenience despite the frustration of delays. Swift, decisive action by crew and authorities averted a potential catastrophe, upholding aviation's promise to protect every traveler.